like before.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report, the Three Amigos, once again on a Monday. How you gentlemen doing today?
I'm doing great, man. I feel like we were just together, less than 12 hours ago, dude, which we were at the Horseshoe. Great show. Super stoked. A lot to even cover, with the short amount of turnaround time here for the Sports Report. So I'm excited to be here. Let's go Monday, baby. One day closer to Christmas.
One day closer to Yamamoto coming to the Bronx, Tony. I know you love that one. Come on.
When are the Mets going to the Bronx?
How was your weekend, Riley?
My weekend was okay.
The weekend
I was under the weather for some of it, so just kind of hung out, watched some sports. Good NFL Sunday yesterday. So yeah, good weekend.
Where's Yamamoto going?
Yamamoto's going to the Sox, baby. He's going to the Sox. Woo!
Oh man, no, but you got Tyler O'Neill. I mean, how many big names can you bring in?
Oh my God, dude, that outfit's getting crowded with stars.
Who stars?
This team is Tyler O'Neill. Wow, he gets the juices.
What?
I don't know.
We didn't get to talk to you about this, Riley. What were your thoughts on the $700 million?
It's an absurd number.
Absurd
number, but I break it down pretty easily to $35 million a year to a fantastic hitter is really not that much. It's very good, and $35 million a year for a top of the rotation arm is pretty good. You put them together, you get Shohei Ohtani, but we'll see the health pitching wise. He's not gonna be able to pitch this year. Can he pitch next year? He's getting up in age. I think he's gonna have to go to a closer at some point. Is a closer worth $35 million for his arm? I don't know. A lot of questions, but the Dodgers have the money, and they'll be fine, and they'll make a shit ton of money from him. So he'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll make him a lot of money, but I think the pitching is going to be very limited. I mean, you even look at his career. I mean, it's not like he's had multiple 200-inning seasons. So health has been a problem pitching wise. But of course, if he ends up, doing very well for the majority of that contract as a hitter, and they win, there aren't going to be any questions asked. But I really, like I said before, I really am excited. Yankees meeting with Yamamoto, I believe, as we speak. And I know Josh B and Bernie, who are in the building, know it's Yama Soto time.
I don't know, man. It seems kind of fruitless.
Personally guaranteed. No mush. There's no such thing. Doesn't matter.
Personally guaranteed, huh?
Personally guaranteed. Binding agreement.
Binding agreement, dude.
A couple comments. Let's get to the comments here.
Comments here. So if Kev do, let's go. We want the smoke. Hashtag rep TCA. Hashtag rep TTV. Hashtag rep the Sports Report. The Eagles suck. Put respect on the Raiders name. Hashtag Raiders Nation. Josh Bree, Grand Rising Friends. Another NFL week. Another week of winning picks. Hashtag TCA. Hashtag rep DTV. Hashtag rep the Sports Report. Then we have Matt Ryan coming in here with Eagles suck. Zach Wilson did not try his hardest to learn the playbook, in my opinion, yesterday. That was the best game Zach got.
Yeah, what do we think about that, honestly? Like, didn't try his hardest to learn the playbook?
Nah.
Like, what does that even mean, though?
I think he was saying I'm guessing anyway, forecasting, I guess you could say, but I think he means like it took this long to have a really good game. Showed he wasn't working hard enough. I think that's what he was just trying to say, trying to translate it. I'm translating for you,
Matt Ryan.
Yeah. But I'm saying, right? I mean, don't you think that's what he means? I'm not saying he's necessarily right.
No, yeah, I guess so. It's interesting that you know what he means, though. It's like you know him so well.
Well, wait, am I Matthew right?
Yes.
What else we got here?
Deflecting.
Yes, deflecting.
Tony, that Yankee crap on your head is not a good look for a Mets fan.
Tony's a New York guy. He's not tight.
Of course. Actually, this hat is the one you got signed, right?
Yeah, Aaron Boone signature.
Aaron Boone signature. It's
really
Luis Severino.
And Severino.
Actually,
Mets
there we go.
There we go. 13 million a year, baby. Woo!
And it's really, I wear these things satirically. It's a sarcastic move, Kev.
Morning, everyone.
Danny V, let's go.
Let's
Burn it.
Good morning, gentlemen. Shout out to the company, Jace and DTV. Tommy Cutlets tonight. Oh, yeah.
That's
Will
right,
he continue to show growth? Rangers with a nice win yesterday versus LA. Yamamoto to the Mets. Let's go.
Oh, wow.
Here's Johnny. It's gonna be an interesting football game tonight. And obviously, we were pumped about the Rangers yesterday, but we're going to war, Johnny, on Yamamoto, declaring war, and the Yankees are going to be stopped. I'm pretty confident about that. I might look like a fool, but I feel like I'm too all in. It's almost to the point where I'm like Tony with Zach Wilson. I'm just not giving up.
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, I don't know. You may look I wouldn't say foolish because it's not like it's
crazy.
It's not crazy, but it's just
guarantees are tough.
Yeah, personal guarantees too.
Yeah.
Like you put Nelly Barbie down on it, dude.
Whoa. What's the next comment?
Legacy? Next comment, please.
Kev Do?
Kev Do says Yamanono.
The
typo.
I think he's typo.
Yes.
Bernie kick
But
fucking
rocks.
rocks.
I mean, I don't get it.
Like, as in he's not going to the Yankees.
Maybe he's throwing a
he's not going
no-hitter.
to the Mets.
Yamamoto is Yamanoto. No, dude. Yep.
How about this?
No, but in all
Dude,
seriousness,
literally, like, have they even talked to him?
Yes.
Honestly. They talked to him.
Yes.
they don't.
I don't
Yes.
think
It's not to be disrespectful, but
Dude.
I feel like it's almost not even worth the conversation.
Dude,
He's not
honestly.
going to Boston.
I think maybe
He
he was
might.
gonna all come visit Steve Fenway.
Nah.
He's best friends with Masataka Yoshida, dude.
Okay. Best friends, though?
Friendly.
Friendly now.
They're
so not
friendly.
best friends. Now we're down to friendly.
Dude, they are acquaintances.
No,
Okay.
they're not even friendly.
No, but in all seriousness, this is why, and I think maybe we've talked about this like kind of already, but with Yamamoto, I think what's going to happen is Yankees and Mets are going to come in very similar dollars wise. I think over 300 million, at least 9 years, and then at the end, the Mets might try to offer a little more. But they were talking about it on DNR before. If it does come down to that, and it seems like he's wanted to go to the Yankees, like if there's a $20 million difference, is he really going to sign with the Mets instead? I don't think so. And I don't think it would be different. I think if the Yankees were really trying to be stingy in terms of the contract offer, but I don't think they will be. So that's kind of just my mindset. When you look at it, Tony, are you anticipating that they're going to offer $40-50 million more than the Yankees, or are you thinking that it's more of a meeting type of connection type of thing?
I think it is more of a connection type of thing at this point. Just because I mean, and I know like we've seen, Cashman's been asked about it too, about competing with Cohen, and now he's joking, like not many people can compete with him, but I don't know, man. It does.
It's hilarious that he said like that's the ultimate. Like he's trying to talk shit. But just
basically.
Season.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. But at the end of the day, I mean, it seems like Cashman, wants to be competitive, specifically, with the team kind of, across the city here. So I don't know, man. I think that at that point, whatever Cohen does put up, I think Cashman will match. But I also don't think Cohen is going to be putting out ridiculous money for Yamamoto. It's not going to be anywhere like I think too far away from like bringing in, like Senga, honestly.
I think,
And what was the Senga?
It's 6.
I think it was a lot less than what they're talking about.
A lot less.
Because they're saying 9 for like a Garrett Cole, 9 for 325.
Actually, let's see, could I say?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like 250 plus.
You don't think he's gonna get 300?
No, I around 300. Yeah. Like I think he's 25 years old.
Yeah, and you might have to go to a 10th year, but you got to just take the chance.
Yeah, he's 25. He's gonna. You're not getting another starting pitcher like this at 25.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
especially from Japan. I feel
and that could win multiple Cy Youngs potentially. Obviously, he's got to go prove himself, but we know he has the ability. He's dominated Japan. Are we getting figures? Sorry?
Yeah, dude. Senga's for 5 years, 75 million. Which is crazy.
Different pitcher.
Yeah, it's not gonna come close.
Did we
to
see
that.
Crazy,
Yamamoto in the WBC last year?
He was in the WBC. They said I think the game clinching against the USA.
Who's the other?
They
have another superstar.
No, but isn't there somebody who said he wants to pose? He's less heralded.
Yeah, that's like Rhodey or like he's.
Yeah,
50.
I forget what his name is.
I can look it up. I can try to look it up.
I don't know if I'm spelling this guy's name right. I thought he played in WBC too.
in the WBC 2023. Little tie, Brian.
Roki Saki.
No, you know what? I don't. It's weird because like you wouldn't think allergies this time of year. My eyes just itchy this morning.
You know, it's actually funny. The other day, like randomly, like, I think it was maybe last Thursday or something. Randomly itchy eyes.
Michael.
And I think Michael saw it too, dude. What's up, dude? Wow, thank you so much for the coffee. You guys all right, dude?
What?
You didn't even do it right. What was that, dude?
Yeah, this kid's 21.
Oh, who's this guy?
This is
But
him.
they have to post him, right? Like he's like demanding that he gets posted.
Yeah.
What's his name, dude?
Roki Sasaki.
Can we go news like search like, or you probably already have it up on the other or no? Just search Roki.
Roki Sasaki.
Do you have any news articles there? Because I know
I saw that too. They like something about his posting.
Yeah, like he like demanded it. Like he really doesn't want to go back there.
Really? 22 years old. Requested to. Oh wow! 14 hours ago, requested to be posted for MLB free agency.
His team is the.
But they're likely to deny the
Marines.
request, which is interesting.
Yeah, this was yesterday.
Tony, can we get a pronunciation on his team?
The Chiba Latte Marines.
The Chiba Latte Marines.
Oh wow,
that's best I can get you. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I have to say, Josh did tell me about
Roki.
Yeah, he texted me the other day, and I had no idea who he was talking about. And he just was saying, yeah, that's the guy I was talking about. I mean, those numbers are ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if he wants to, form a top, combination of the top rotation, Yamamoto. I already forgot his name. Is it Sasaki?
Sasaki.
Sake bomb.
Sake bomb.
Do you remember? I don't know if this is like two before your time watching baseball because you're pretty young when he was pitching, but the closer that was on the Mariners, and he had like a similar last name. It was like Sasaki with Ichiro, like back in like the 01, 02 days. Or
yeah, that guy was filthy.
I mean, I guess you were
6.
Yeah, so you probably you remember him though, right?
I do.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
I've seen some.
How old were you?
Yeah, but I'm a baseball historian. So.
Yeah.
And also, he thinks that Matt Ryan thinks that Zach did just not care about playing well.
Yeah, what the hell's going on here?
We got some.
We have some comments here.
Let's just hit on some comments here.
And Josh going, "Hi there, Derek Ho." I prefer.
I think Tony that Zach just did not care about playing well.
Yeah, what is that, dude?
Yeah. And then Josh B goes, "Sorry, Matt Ryan, that is a ridiculous statement." Then we got Lonnie coming in with a good morning, gentlemen. Great show last night at the shoe. NFL doubleheader tonight. How many points will the Finn score tonight? Oh no, Barnes has the itchy eyes. Hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nothing's keeping me down.
Stacks is fucking.
Ryan, that's the guy I told you about. Says Josh B.
I think you were just tight about the double.
Yeah.
Double fucking suck.
Matt Ryan. At Josh B, the press. I personally think if he wanted to, he could play that well all season, but chose not to play well. I don't agree, but that's a great take to have. I love that take. Just he could have been playing this way the whole year.
No, I think he didn't play this way because he was unable to.
Yeah. I think that's probably the better.
It's not like some crazy like conspiracy theory.
I do just love the take.
Yeah, I think maybe like the coaches finally let him shine.
I think it was more confidence yesterday. Like he had confidence.
He had confidence, and I mean, Mike was telling me too. Like the beginning of the second half, their first drive in the second half, their play calling was just like pass, QB sneak, and then pass again. Like
I mean, one thing that they
never
should do,
done that all season.
They were talking about this at DNR is we've talked about it many times. Oh, we know first place can be run. First place can be run. You got to pass on first down. That only helps the quarterback. But I just think personally with him, it's when they've talked about this many times. I think Dave's talked about it a bunch. And also I think on the K show, they've talked about it, but just when there's no pressure, that's when he does well. But when there's pressure, it's a train wreck.
Yeah.
I've seen that too many times.
Yeah, I think there's still like a lot of pressure.
No, there's no pressure because they're not expected to make the playoffs.
It doesn't matter though. It's just still his career on the line.
Yeah, but it's like there's no one's expecting anything. So there's so much easier to perform when no one's expecting anything.
I've been expecting a lot.
I mean,
it's one of those things. It's like Stack's trying to tell me that Panarin's getting traded at the deadline. It's not happening,
that's ridiculous. That is not
right?
happening. I really don't care. But that's. I mean, listen, man, don't compare me to Stacks. Okay, dude.
It was that ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
But I mean, what do you think, Riley? I mean, do you agree with what I'm saying? That it's like just when nothing's required, when he doesn't need to lead a game-winning drive, like that's when he does the best.
I mean, obviously, I think there's something to that. I mean, we've seen him when the pressure's been on play like shit. But and also yesterday just kind of felt like a throwaway game. You kind of could just go out there and ball.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I watched that full game. He looked good.
Yeah.
Like, he looked good yesterday. The throws, he did get away with some throws, like the across the field throw to Wilson that he caught was like, I feel like I see Mac Jones still has an interception every week. But he looked good. He was calm in the pocket. It felt like he was running. It was like, wow, this guy I felt like we were at BYU for a second.
But it's just it's almost like I hope I don't think it's changed anything with the Jets brass, but I just hope it doesn't trick them into thinking that he should be the backup next year.
He is. If I can make a bet on that, this game has made him the backup.
Well, but you've seen though that they've told him that they're going to trade him after the season. There's some reports out there that said that. But the thing is, it's tough because you really can't keep him as a third string because he makes like $7 million. So how much money, you going to spend on the quarterback position? Do you think they could get anything more than a 7 for him in the offseason or no?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know who's trading for that guy and who's giving up like actual, especially because you can build through the draft so well now. It's like,
right. I mean, I think it would have to be a 7, a conditional 7.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, I agree.
And the thing that sucks is before this season, I think you could have got a 4th or a 5th.
Oh yeah, probably. Because you still haven't seen like he had the one bad year, and then it's like, oh, but he's still young. Now you see what he did this year, and it's like,
yeah, exactly. Well, we got some more comments here.
Yeah, I mean, these comments are starting to get me a little pissed off. I'm being honest.
Let's go, dude.
I don't get this shit from Matt Ryan. How it's like, remember last week he was like, Tony, you're right.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson's not the problem. Then Zach Wilson.
Similar body language, or not body language, but just the way he conducts himself. It kind of reminds me of like a Preferred Hobbit.
Dude.
Yeah.
All over the map.
But then Zach Wilson plays well. And now Zach's I mean, should have traded Zach. He's a cancer to the team.
Like,
I mean,
he
just won yesterday.
He's all over the place.
Fuck's going on?
Pick a side, Matthew.
1 300-yard game in 30-something games. Dude, that pathetic. He is Russell 2.0 garbage. All right.
Russell Wilson?
He just won a game for you yesterday.
Yeah, he really
and then
won that
last
game.
week you were talking about how he wasn't the problem. And then he played well.
Riley's getting tight.
Dude, doesn't make any sense. You would just say anything, basically. Oh, he sucks, but that statement is terrible. Matt Ryan, the Prez, I don't care. I hate Zach Wilson. Oh my God. Zach was not afraid to put his body
Uncle Richie.
Uncle Richie in the house. That's my Uncle Riley. Be careful what you say, dude.
And he goes, don't believe rumors. So I think he's talking about the trade. But
I think so too.
Please, dear God, I cannot take another year of this. Please.
I actually hate him strong.
He's going to be on the team. He has to be on the team.
Jamarcus Russell did not read the playbook. In my opinion, he did not read the playbook.
Nice spelling there, by the way.
All right.
Matthew.
Lost on that one. What says Josh B? I agree with Josh B.
Yeah.
Nice NYU shirt, Riley. Thank you, Lonnie. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Matty Ice, Russell alone. Does he mean Zach, but he's just saying Russell?
I don't know, dude. Probably, right? I would think so. Yeah. Very confusing. Well, dude, these comments are all over the place today. And I'm going to blame Matt Ryan for him, I think, predominantly. Because this is kind of ridiculous. The battery pack, the battery pack is dead. You
while we're going battery pack, though, Matthew Ryan also says, Riley, spelling it wrong again. I think he's drinking, Tony, at this hour. He started the hesitation to play Zach, quit on the team. So
No. I also kind of hate that like mentality of like, oh, Zach like is quit on the team. He didn't want to play, whatever, dude. Like, bro, like Saleh didn't want him. Like, I feel like Zach Wilson had every right to be tight. Like, you're putting in these 2 other guys that suck, that literally like a game. They couldn't even handle a game together. And then you're coming back to Zach Wilson. So like, yeah, obviously, I don't know. I feel like Wilson has the right to be tight. And the same thing happened last season too to Wilson. And I understand like, yeah, Wilson isn't performing well, but the Jets clearly have no other play. You know, like he really does give them the best chances of winning.
I do think though there is something because we think about like back to last year, the Mike White t-shirts. I don't think he's very liked on the team, to be honest. I know I think Aaron Rodgers loves him. I think Garrett Wilson.
I don't know, dude. It's so tough to figure that out. I feel, because I forget, maybe it was Conklin that was on the Michael K show that called in, but he just sounded so like downtrodden. Because they asked him about Zach. It's all, you just gotta get out there, like do your best. And
no, I'm telling you,
these
come on, these guys are professional athletes. All the time they put in, you think they want to waste it, with clunker games? Obviously, yesterday wasn't that, but all the times that's happened, there's no way those guys are pissed off. Especially Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson this year with Aaron Rodgers, easily 1,500-yard receiver.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let's get my Uncle Richie's comment up there. I think he's been talking to Mike, honestly.
No, has he?
Broadway Joe made the deal with the devil for his soul back in 1963. When he dies, we will win and Joe will burn.
Nice.
Let's go.
I like a little Chianti too, or no?
Chianti or Carl Rossi, dude.
Carl Rossi.
Okay. No. My Uncle Richie. I mean, it's come on. It's 10:20 in the morning.
No, but I don't get because Mike's big on that, and I don't understand that though.
What don't you understand about it?
No, I'm saying why would that have anything to do with right now? Like, doesn't it just more like there's a bad owner, bad general manager, bad coach, and not the right collection of players? I mean, is it any more deep than that?
No, yeah. But I mean, that's what the whole curse thing, because it's like, like every quarterback you get sucks, and that's hence the Joe making the deal with the devil for a Super Bowl.
Well, I just don't get why people even say stuff like that. Come on,
because they believe it.
But why? I think it's just such a waste of time.
Making a deal with the devil, or
no, just a curse,
like the Cubs
jinx. Like there's no
Cubs
such
curse
thing. Like it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, but it always gives you something to fall back.
But it's such an excuse. It's such an excuse for being a laughingstock, and that's what the Jets have been.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say it's an excuse necessarily, but I guess we'll find out when Joe passes away.
Yes.
You don't know that. I mean, technically, they could win first, right?
That's true. But if they don't, and then Joe passes away,
no, but it's just the thing with you, Tony, is I know you don't believe in any type of jinxes, but you try to get me going that you do. I see it.
Sometimes I question, like there's some things that happens. I'm like,
give me an example.
Give you an example off the top of my dome right now.
Off the dome.
I don't know. I mean, one that's significant, I can't really think of right now. But dude, I'm telling you, like, there's been times where I'm like, wow, like, I'm like, oh, I hope this doesn't happen. And I'm like, oh, this is definitely gonna happen. Like, it's a surefire win or a surefire like this. And then I feel like it doesn't happen. And it's like, it's like, wow, like, what are the chances of that happening?
So, because everything that has to happen has to be forecasted, we know it's gonna happen. Like, we can't have any surprises without some crazy hacks over the thing. I mean, that's ridiculous.
You got to admit, like, sometimes there's like some pretty crazy coincidences out there.
But there's gonna be coincidences. It doesn't mean that there's like some big there's some big story behind it. It's just coincidence. That's it. Like, we don't need to drive ourselves crazy. And like, I'm honestly like, I love Jay, but what is he talking about here? If it was about the Yankees, Barnes would be all over it. I have been consistent from day one since I met everybody here.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that stuff.
Wait, we'll be all over what?
I think he's talking about like the Broadway Joe, the
curse. Oh, you think?
That's what he's trying to say. But it's like, when have I shown that I believe in anything like that?
I got Matt Ryan calling in. Do we want to take it?
We'll take it.
Give him like 30 seconds. All right, stand by, Matt Ryan. I'm just gonna patch you into Riley. He's producing the show today. He'll bring you on. Standing by. This is gonna be good. Matt Ryan, you should be live on the sports board right now. Hello?
Matthew?
Anything? We got levels?
Matthew Ryan?
No levels. Bluetooth is unmuted. It's fine. He's on your phone?
Yeah, still nothing on the roadcaster.
Kind of forgot what that voice sounded like.
I can hold it up to the mic. All right, here we go, Matt Ryan. Hold you up to the microphone right now. You're on speaker on the sports port. What do we got, dude? You got 20 seconds on Zach Wilson.
So I'm just gonna. So Jamarcus Russell, back in like 2007, 12, one of those years, came out, said that the coaches gave him an empty playbook, and he said he read the playbook. In my opinion, that's what I believe Zach was doing this whole time.
I see what you're saying.
You can't tell me he can have a 300-yard game, and clearly he knows the playbook if he read it. He clearly didn't want to be a Jet, clearly didn't care about winning. He got his $35 million. I'm sorry, it just doesn't feel like he cared.
I don't know about this one. I mean, I think you're trying to put some words into his mouth. The whole playbook thing. I mean, you're trying to tell me that he hasn't looked at the playbook ever since being a Jets quarterback. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous.
And also, it's like, why not? Why can't it just be as simple as he's just not very good?
Yeah.
Like
we don't even know if he prefers a robot.
Just the whole confidence he was slinging around in BYU, and yet he didn't sling it around here until yesterday because he knows he's leaving.
No, but he finally played well.
Yeah, but look at his career. Every time he does well, it's when there's no expectation. In a big game, like against the Patriots, when you've lost 4 times in a row, he's going to come up short. A Monday Night Football game against the Chargers, you want to get some momentum. He's going to come up short. You already feel like you're out of the playoffs against the Texans on a rainy day. No one wants to go to the game. He does well. I mean, I think that's just a pattern we've seen.
Yeah, what do you think about Jay Bird talking shit to you, Matt Ryan?
I just don't think he knows. He's not going to be on the team next year, obviously.
Jay's not.
Jay's not going to be on the team.
Jay's not on the Jets.
We'll keep Jay here at downtime. I think we'll pick up his option for next year.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. He's entering arbitration soon.
Oh no!
If the Jets keep Zach Wilson, they're making.
No, they're not. I'm guaranteeing that too. I don't care what anybody says. So
No.
shut up, Tony.
They're going to keep Zach Wilson.
No, they're not.
He's not going anywhere.
No way.
Zach Wilson has been reading the playbook. I appreciate your call, Matt Ryan. By the way,
Thank you, Matt Ryan.
We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah,
Have a great day,
appreciate
dude.
you, bro.
I think at the end of the day, I don't know, dude. I mean, I think there's many factors as to why like the Jets weren't doing well. One of them being Zach Wilson wasn't performing well. And I think also a part of it was, I mean, I think the coaching, it just was not there for him. The play calling was not there for him. I mean, again, like you got to admit, like this is the first time where you saw what seemingly was solid trusting in Zach Wilson swinging the ball downfield. I mean, I feel like they really didn't do that. And then on top of that, I mean, we talked about it, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. Second Zach Wilson's out, and when they bring, the backups in, they're talking about how the receivers aren't open downfield. So, I mean, again, I'm sure there's been instances of that. There's been instances of negligence by Zach Wilson, instances of negligence by the coaching staff. I mean, it doesn't take, one person, one game to figure it out, like many things have to fall into place. You can't just be like, oh, Zach Wilson figured out a way to be good this week. Like, no, like they must have worked on something during the week. They must have had some type of scheme made up in
I don't
this
get
week.
that.
Like he put him in the opportunity to be good.
Like, I understand. If anything, I'd be more pissed that you won the game. And like, if you want draft picks, you can have that take. But like, having your favorite team finally play well and beat the Texans and just like have the take that he didn't read the play. Like, I just enjoy. He played well. Like,
really well,
but right, like it's the same thing with the win against the Steelers. Can you enjoy that? There's no way you enjoy.
No,
that.
I didn't enjoy it. But
it's the same thing.
I'm not like what's saying what Matt Ryan's saying. Like,
no, I know that, but I'm saying you're saying enjoy it. Like I'm just saying for me, it
no, that's what
annoyed me.
Well, that's
honestly.
what I mean. Like you can have that take. Like I'd rather lose the game than win the game. But the Matt Ryan take of Zach Wilson, like now he played well. Like I just don't get that as a fan.
Would you? I mean, but again, like are you not rooting for Zach Wilson?
No, honestly, he's probably my least favorite player in Jets history.
So you'd rather?
I just hope they just
burn.
Yes. Yes. It's just because he's caused us misery since the day that we drafted him, the day that we should have taken Justin Fields, the day that Aaron Rodgers went down, last year when we're 7-4. How many times are we going to let this guy burn us? And then we're actually going to be out of our minds like Rex Ryan this morning and saying that he literally said, oh, there's still a playoff team. And he just like, is it hammering that point home? And it's like, we can't let this guy burn us again. And we think it was a mistake this year not to bring in a veteran backup quarterback when Aaron Rodgers went down. If they even consider that next season, then we might as well just fire Joe Douglas right now. Because you can't, I know, and that's also, I've already said this, but it just, Rodgers pisses me off. So he's got no margin for error. He better go out and win the MVP next year and win the fucking Super Bowl, because it's just like, how many things is he going to dictate? And how many ways is he going to actually hurt the team because of his selfishness? And I think one of those things was just saying, nope. He's got to be back up. Nope. You're not going to put anybody else in. And it just, that ended up hurting the Jets, because I know in my heart of hearts that Carson Wentz, I said it a million times, They're in the playoffs. The back of the AFC playoff hunt is
How about
so
Joe Flacco?
weak. Even Joe Flacco, who was on the team last year, and what do you know? When he played, the numbers were there. A bunch of other people have put up numbers. Everybody except Zach. Finally, yesterday he does, and it's like that doesn't change anything. It doesn't change the misery, the torture that he put us through the last couple of years.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, there's no part of you that's like you would want to see him succeed, and the next season you have a great.
No, he doesn't deserve it, honestly, because he screwed us over. At the end of the day, we put all of our chips into him as the second overall pick, and he couldn't deliver. And so many other guys have came into this league taking bad franchises by the balls and taking them to the next level, and he has not elevated us in any way.
Now, like, I mean, again, like hearing that, I mean, do you think that you also further indict the organization?
Yeah, I mean,
Riley's freaking out.
Yeah,
I think I think it's the TV rewinding VHS tape.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the biggest indictment on the GM and
so, I mean,
the owner is just drafting him.
So don't you think, like, I mean, don't you have some type of, I suppose, empathy for Zach Wilson?
No.
Like none at all.
No, because
to be
if you
thrust in a situation,
I said this since day one.
Right.
If you're that good, you're going to do better than what he's done.
Right.
And if there was a lot more of those games from yesterday, it would be different. But there hasn't been.
There hasn't been at all. But again, I mean, if you're trying to say now that like it's more of an indictment on the Jets organization for drafting him,
I'm just saying
just said that,
they shouldn't have drafted him. But I'm saying it doesn't put him off the hook in any way. In any way, we've accepted losing mentality, losing players ever since I started watching the Jets, and especially during this playoff drought. And I'm just not going to accept it anymore.
Yeah. No. Oh, here comes Mike.
Oh, perfect timing for Michael.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Thank you. Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Take
so
a bite,
much.
eat later. It's good. I want to hear more from my Uncle Richie here.
Uncle Richie's
he's going
coming
up.
in
Did you hear
hot
what he
today.
said? He said that Broadway Joe sold his soul in 1963 to the devil, and the Jets will never win until he's dead and burning in hell.
When did you call him, though, honestly?
Last week.
Yeah.
But Aaron sold his soul to double it. So he's canceling it out for us to win now. So Aaron,
well, he better.
Oh,
like
wow.
literally, you want to talk about a player that needs to deliver next season? Aaron Rodgers. Go do it.
Does Rodgers now, like, is he absolved though? Does he go to heaven because he's kind of doing? He's gonna go to hell.
Broadway Joe might be absolved.
Really?
I don't know.
Even after being drunk on
Maybe
camera?
he might have been the one who persuaded, hey, I'll get Aaron.
Oh, wow. A little double
you gotta get
agent.
me out of this.
Yeah. That's fucked up, dude. Like in Squid Games, when you had to pick up the phone and he had to convince him to be like, yo, take this phone, and then they would die. But if you didn't convince him, they would die. Yeah.
No, I've seen some of Squid Games. But
Actually,
it just seems too eerie for me.
Yeah, really eerie, dude.
But you like that stuff. That's like right up your alley. I'm just guessing, no?
Oh, I thought it was a very interesting show. Yeah, it was good. I wouldn't say eerie is my thing, though.
Kind of. Like, I feel like you like Hunger Games, right? Or no?
Yes, the Hunger Games is good, but it's just well made. It's a good story.
But how do you come away from that? Like, I don't know, just not feeling like weird afterwards. Like, how do you watch something like that and be in a good mood after?
Oh, yeah. No, I do agree. I wouldn't say it puts me in a bad mood, though. But yeah, I'm certainly not cheery.
Right.
That's for sure. Yeah.
So,
how's the sandwich, Riley? What do we got over there?
Well, very good.
Yeah. You right?
We have some
turkey,
beautiful turkey with some cheese and some peppers, and I'll tell you what, hits the spot.
Love that, dude. Let's get to my Uncle Richie here, though. I really he's kind of going off. He says, "Are you kidding me?" Up there, I don't know how deep it goes because the comment section's been going off. By the way,
well, yeah, but honestly, I mean, he's talking about
is he still on the
Sanchez and Brett Favre. I mean, yeah,
Favre.
I mean, we gave up assets. Obviously, they collapsed on the stretch.
Oh, because he's saying that Zach Wilson's your least favorite, right?
Yeah, and Mark Sanchez. I mean, at least Mark Sanchez got to the playoffs.
No, that's true, multiple times.
Yeah,
which is kind of crazy to think about.
I think it's,
but also like I don't know, dude. Like, I mean, the Jets team was pretty sick. I feel like they had great pieces, and they I understand. Obviously, there's a lot of talent, especially defensively on the team now. But it just seemed like that Jets team back then just like clicked more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they still played for each other, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really remember ever any player kind of like passive aggressively having any attitudes towards Mark Sanchez.
Yeah,
I could be wrong,
but I think he even though his numbers weren't really good, but he
thought
still
was
was able
respected
to
a little bit more.
get the guys the ball.
Yeah.
You know. So
what do you think it was with Sanchez? You think same deal? Just should have drafted him. Bad.
He needed a guru offensive coordinator, head coach, and he had neither.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's that simple.
That's tough.
You know, so we've seen a lot of misery as Jets fans over the years. And hopefully change you know, is around the corner. What do you guys think? I was texting Josh about this yesterday regarding, you know, next season, you know, thinking about Rodgers. Obviously, we know they need another receiver. And I was saying, and obviously, you know, we keep winning like this. It's not even really going to be a talking point. But if we're in position, I would love to, and I said this yesterday, actually, I'm at the Horseshoe. I would love to get, you know, Marvin Harrison Jr. But do you think, Tony, that it makes more sense to get Adams just because of the Rodgers connection, and that you know, having Harrison in lieu of Devontae Adams would prevent you from winning the Super Bowl? Or I mean, what do you think about that?
I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's so tough because I really don't like Adams' attitude.
31 years old, I believe now.
Yeah, really? 31. Yeah. But again, it's just so different, I suppose, when it comes to Rodgers, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know that just the nonverbal cues and stuff, but I don't know. I just think Harrison, like, there's nothing I can't see him not being able to do on the football field.
Right, exactly.
Right away, he's going to be a 1,400 yard receiver.
Now, if you're Saleh and Rodgers, like, hey, like, I want Adams, you think they just go, okay?
But see, here we go again,
that's
though,
I mean,
you know,
though, like,
and especially because I don't know if he's the best player almost the Raiders have him. Maybe you want to say Max Crosby, Josh Jacobs, but probably he's the most accomplished. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, what do you think, Riley? Aren't they going to want a second or a first for him?
Yeah. And kind of going to your original question, I think that if you get Marvin Harris Jr., that is way better than getting Devontae Adams, because Devontae Adams, like, you don't know how long you have Rodgers for.
Right.
And I don't think even with Rodgers and Marvin Harris Jr., like, that's still a Super Bowl team with Garrett Wilson. Like, getting Adams doesn't really change that. And if you get Marvin Harris, now you have the future. Like, I think that's a huge draft. I think whoever gets Marvin Harris I think he's going to be a stud. I mean, obviously everyone knows that, but like, truly a top wide receiver, not going to be a fluke.
Top.
So I think I would take him.
It is interesting when you think about it too. I mean, sure, there are some busts high up, but I feel like the wide receiver position hits more in the first round, up in the first round more than any other position. You think about it, like you see a star. We knew Garrett Wilson was going to be great, you know, when he came into the league. You know, same thing with Chris Olave. You know, Jamar Chase, you know, is another example. You know, Justin Jefferson, obviously, you know, wide receiver, you over there at LSU. Yeah, I mean, it's you just kind of know talent when you see talent. What are have you looked up the current draft projections? Riley, where are we at right now?
I think you're got to be around 10, right, or less.
And what are the Pats?
Second right now.
Still, because they were second going into this week, or no?
Yeah. But the win didn't change anything
because
it's Arizona's like strength of schedule is like the difference in this.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But yeah.
Carolina, wow.
Yeah, we're still 2. Got you guys at 9. Yeah.
And they were talking about this on DNR this morning too. What do we think about the Bears? I mean, do you think everybody just seems like there's just not a chance that they keep Justin Fields? I mean, do you agree with that?
He played well yesterday, man. And
I love him, honestly.
He has flashes here and there. I think he has talent. I think with that number 1 pick, you take Marvin Harris.
Yeah.
And put him back. Ohio State connection again with Justin Fields. Man, I think that is where wide receivers go to die somehow, it feels like. But I mean, I think that could be team changing. Don't bring in a quarterback. Don't have to. I don't think they get a quarterback, but they might.
I just feel like they are, but I think that's such a mistake. Harrison Jr., opposite side of DJ Moore, and then with Cole Kmet. I just think that's an outstanding running game.
Yeah. And their running back, like this kid, Rashawn Johnson, I like. So
yeah, he only got one carry yesterday, which is
Yeah.
interesting. Obviously, they won, so it doesn't matter. But kind of seems like you win throughout your last 4 here. Eberflus might keep his job.
Yeah, he might end up keeping his job.
But I guess it really just depends on the quarterback. And I guess hypothetically too, Chicago could keep Fields and then just move back and just really just have this be their franchise changing drafts.
Yeah. It's a big draft for them. Huge.
And Josh B also saying Garrett Wilson, Justin Fields, former teammates, which is interesting. And we could have had that connection. I would have loved the Jets to bring him in, but again, I mean, if they were to trade him though, what do you think it'll take?
For Wilson?
Fields.
Fields. Well, they'd have to draft the quarterback first.
Right.
And then have to ship him out. I mean, I think he's a third round pick.
Yeah. And it just tough. We don't have our second. So then we wouldn't have our second and third, and you obviously want to improve the offensive line. So just the timing is bad. And Matthew Ryan and Josh B saying they wish to draft Fields. I was all over that as well. He dominated the college football playoff. But I just think they're not going to do that, unfortunately. Right? I mean, the Jets just
no chance.
I would love to see it, but unfortunately,
I mean, I think the Jets draft a quarterback this year, maybe even that 4 or 5.
Yeah, and you hope you get a Sam Howell.
Yeah, you hope you get a guy.
So
I hope you get a guy.
It could get a guy.
Will be interesting for sure. But let's go officially to the world of the National Football League.
He wants Jefferson, climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness! Justin Jefferson, the catch of his life.
Burrow fires, intercepted, picked off at a pick 6. Mika Fitzpatrick, an absolute ball hawk.
Niners twist up front and get to Tagovailoa. Bosa again. Mahomes escaping on the move, stops, spins, flips it forward for the touchdown.
Stop it.
Aaron Jones. Oh, what a tackle. Quincy Williams with a pile driver.
All right. So we do have doubleheader Monday Night Football tonight. But before we do that, the game hadn't gone final when we signed off last night, but the Cowboys dismantling the Eagles here 33-13. So to move to 10-3. And I believe though Eagles still in first technically, but I guess it just depends rest of the way, obviously, how they fare in the division conference, that type of thing. But clearly, some Eagles after a 10-1 start, you would have to feel in some trouble here. So many turnovers last night. And I said that before the game last night. I said, whoever wins the turnover battle, they're going to win this game. And you look, at the turnover battle, 3-1 in favor of Philly. They had some good drives going. And we know what Dallas has done at home now, 7-0. But I have to ask you guys, I mean, are the Eagles, as crazy as it sounds, are the Eagles in trouble?
I mean, it kind of seems like it a little bit. I mean, that was just a total, I feel like, miscue offensively for them last night. I mean, they really got shut out offensively, right? That one touchdown was a scoop and score,
right?
Off of the strip sack.
Yeah, so offensive touchdowns.
So no offensive touchdowns, which is certainly something we've never said this season so far for the Eagles. And I mean, arguably, not really so much arguably, but I mean, the Cowboys could really be potentially, the best team here now, especially after this win, against the Eagles, just because of how dominant it was. I mean, I understand, like previewing the game, we talked about Dallas having great defense, but I mean, I never really would have expected them to shut down the Eagles offense.
And especially you thought they'd be motivated after getting dismantled last week by the Niners.
Exactly. Did the bounce back win. We talked about that. It's just,
dude.
I don't know, dude. It's pretty crazy. And it's nice to see. I mean, I'm kind of happy for Dak. Again, talking about the turnovers, none of them were from interceptions, and really that strip sack. I mean, it was a strip sack. It's not much, I guess, Dak could have done about it other than try and protect the ball a bit more. But again, you can't really blame him necessarily for that. But I mean, it's cool to see, honestly, Dallas come in here, and consistently be good,
Yeah, I mean, they are playing so well. I know it's like you have to get there first, but when they played the Niners in Santa Clara earlier this year, and they have the same record right now, but they lost by 32 points, or 33 points. No, 32. That was the Eagles score, but I mean, I don't see how that changes, especially if it is in Santa Clara. It's the home field advantage seems to make a difference for the Cowboys, but
What was that, like week 4?
Yeah, I believe so. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, come playoff time, as good as they look, I don't think they can beat the Niners.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I don't remember much about that game, but I mean, the Dallas, their opening schedule was what? Giants, Jets, and right.
Yeah,
that was their first real good test, right? And again, it was still early in the season too. I don't know. I just feel like Dallas has come a long way since the first couple of weeks of the season. I mean, they've been improving. They've been better. I mean, Dak has proved himself. He's gotten more confident. I think it's going to be a little bit of a different scenario. I wouldn't say that the Niners blow out the Cowboys, even if it's in Santa Clara, which is where the regular season game was as well.
Chef Michael.
Wow, dude.
In honor of Yamamoto coming to the Yankees, served on a traditional Japanese sushi dish, Bonds.
Honestly, Michael, best of the business. Appreciate you, dog.
You like that, Tony? You like that?
Yeah, we'll see what happens when it goes to the Mets, dude. When it goes to the Mets. Oh, wow, Chick-fil-A sauce on here, dude.
Wow,
the Chick-fil-A sauce coming to a post road near you.
I want to just see what it.
Oh, you want me to try right now?
Oh yeah.
On camera, dude. This is for Michael.
With the sauce.
Outstanding. Honestly. Might be one of the best sauces that there is.
Ridiculous.
Very good. Delicious.
Riley, what do you think? Niners, Cowboys. Is it?
Let us eat.
I think the Niners are a way better team.
I think they're a way better team than anybody in the whole league.
Anyway, that's what I was like. Yeah. Like the Eagles, the Eagles are trending in the wrong direction. And we keep been saying this since the Bills game. Like, they should have lost that game.
Right.
They've been sneaking out wins. Finally, they run into some buzzsaws and they smoke them. Like they looked awful on offense last night. I mean, Swift couldn't get anything going on the ground. They couldn't get anything going in the air. They finally get stuff going in the air, and then your best players are making mistakes. A.J. Brown stripped of the ball. You got why am I blanking on the name? Oh, Smith stripped of the ball. Jalen Hurts stripped of the ball. 3 sacks from your 3 best players. I mean, 3 fumbles from your 3 best players. That just can't happen. Dallas, Dak playing like an MVP.
You all right?
Yes. No.
Chick-fil-A sauce?
Yes.
Dying?
Good. No, good.
Yes, good. Back. We are back, baby.
I can't believe how good the Chick-fil-A sauce is.
Dude, it's kind of ridiculous. Are you going to go to Chick-fil-A when it goes to Post Road?
They open?
Not yet.
Too much fried food. During the day, I mean, you're sleeping.
Well, maybe at night.
Well, I'm not going to be here at night.
You never know. Sorry, Riley.
No, but yeah, I just the Eagles look bad. Hand up. I thought they're gonna win that game last night.
Yeah.
They look bad. The Cowboys looked very good, but to Barnes' original point, I don't even think either of those 2 teams can beat the Niners in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Do you think, again, if the Cowboys, for sake of argument, are in Santa Clara against the Niners, you think it's going to be a blowout again? What was it, 42-10 you said?
The Cowboys are at home.
Yeah.
They won't be at home. But if they, even if they were at home, it's like a 2-touchdown, 3-touchdown game. Like that's how good I think the Niners are.
That's crazy.
Because it's like, got to worry about McCaffrey. But then we got Ayuk. But then we got Samuel. Then we got Kittle. I mean, how many guys are you going to defend?
And then on defense, you got Chase Young.
Yeah.
Bosa.
No, I mean, I agree. I mean, the Niners, again, they're a great team. They've proved themselves. We talked about it last night. Brock Purdy leading the league in a lot of different offensive stats for a quarterback. By no means would it be a walk in the park, but I don't know, man. I think 2-touchdown deficit and it's like a decisive victory for the Niners. I don't think so. Because we've seen the Niners even get caught up. And again, I mean, when you think about how successful the Cowboys defense was against the Eagles, they're going to have success against the Niners too.
I mean, I just think we saw the Niners losses. Yes. One of them came to a Joe Burrow Bengals team where he played outstanding, and Debo was out. Debo was out for 4 weeks. This team, since Debo has come back on offense, has looked completely different. They looked good before. He took them to a whole nother level. I mean, the stuff they can do on offense now. I mean, we saw an end around handoff to Debo on the 2-yard line yesterday, and no one saw coming walking to the end zone.
Yeah. No. I mean, and he's such a significant threat over the middle of the field. You know, he is one of a few receivers in the league that can, meander his way in the middle of the field and be confident and like contest against other defenders. I mean, it is super impressive. But I don't know. I mean, I understand, you mentioned, Debo was out for 4 weeks. I believe they won. He was still out against Jacksonville, right? And they won?
Yeah. They lost to Jacksonville. Lost 3 in a row with Jacksonville. Lost to Cleveland.
Lost to Cleveland on the road.
Minnesota.
And Minnesota. Those are the 3 losses.
Not Jacksonville. They beat Jacksonville.
No, they lost to Jacksonville.
No, they beat Jacksonville.
They beat Jacksonville.
34-3. Who was it?
They lost to the Bengals, Vikings, and Browns.
Okay, yeah. By the way, a little breaking news, Riley, if we could.
Wow.
Breaking news? Yeah. Breaking news.
So I don't like this, but the Yankees are sending shortstop prospect Trey Sweeney to the Dodgers in exchange for Victor Gonzalez and Yorbit Vivas. Have heard of neither of those players. Trey Sweeney, a left-handed hitter, first-round draft pick, a few years ago, and can play second, can play short, can play third. I've talked about him, in our discussions about this offseason. Corey had him, at Somerset. Kind of disappointing. It seems like you're selling low. I don't know anything about those guys. I just know Victor Gonzalez is a left-handed pitcher, and he was the Yankees' number 8 prospect. So doesn't pop off the page. It's a great move, but I don't know if you have anything further.
Some numbers on Gonzalez here. 28 years old. You mentioned he's a lefty pitcher. ERA last season of 4.01. He had 34 appearances on the mound, only one of them being a start, so obviously mainly a bullpen guy. 33 2/3 innings. He's given up 27 hits, 15 earned runs, 10 walks, striking out though 30 times.
Wait, so what was the strikeouts to innings pitched?
33.2 innings pitched, 30 strikeouts.
Okay, but as you would say, not great, but I'm sure obviously there's not the great. Matt Blake, projections. Do we know anything about the other guy? I
didn't even get his name, dude.
So
say his name.
It's Yorbit Vivas.
Yorbit Vivas, baby.
Like Jorbit.
Jorbi. You sure?
Yorbit Vivas. Oh no. Oh no, Brian? Or just you're not getting anything?
I'm just not getting anything, which is also kind of like an oh no, Brian.
They gave away a creative player.
It comes up right away for me. I think you're just spelling it wrong.
Yamamoto.
Let's see here.
I see it, dude.
Lowdown. 22 years old, born in Venezuela. Second baseman, young, shortstop, left fielder. Started in rookie ball when he was 22 at the Dodgers back in 2018. Last year, 21 steals, 12 homers, 54 RBIs. Yeah, I mean, I guess to me, for the Yankees' sake, I think it's an indictment on Trey Sweeney that they just didn't believe in him. But was drafted in the first round, by the Yankees in 2021. So actually, it was only 2 years ago. Going on 3, but I don't know. I mean, you look at his numbers. I mean, sure, they didn't like pop off the page necessarily, but last year, Double-A hit 252, 13 homers, 49 RBIs, and sold 20 bags. I know they have some openings on that 40-man roster. Yamamoto would fill one of those, obviously, but you still need a couple more spots. You're getting tired about Yamamoto.
I think Mike really did it in for you with the sandwiches on the plate. It's over now.
That he's going to the Yankees.
Yeah. But aren't you excited, bolstering the bullpen a little bit here?
No.
You got to replace some pitchers.
Well, I guess, but I just didn't want to give up Trey Sweeney, honestly. I'd like trade someone else.
Yeah, I know. It seems like that the
what do you want, the Dodgers?
Dodgers.
Yeah,
the Dodgers
I can see him being good,
of
course. And the fact that he's left-handed too, like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, tough move, that
I'm not
Cashman right
sure
there.
I really like that.
The
Also,
Cashman.
it was like a couple hours ago. Potential free agency target for the Yankees, Mitch Garver.
Mitch Garver.
Catcher
Catcher
DH?
hits bombs, like strike out a lot.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Yeah, but that seems like a classic Yankee guy.
It seems like there's some rumblings that everyone thinks Bellinger's going to go to the Blue Jays. I guess his fiance posted a picture.
I mean, they need someone after
stop
the
it, really.
CN Towner. I guess it's called something else now, but like the big tower.
Oh yeah, I think
Toronto.
it's called the It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
they need someone.
Yeah, and they're saying maybe like they think if they don't sign him that the market is going to tank for him, but that potentially they would give him up to 10 years, 200 million, which seems like a weird type of structure, like why, like just to like ease on the average salary.
Yeah,
like,
that is kind of weird.
Did you see
10 years?
Like Twitter on when the Ohtani stuff was going, like the Toronto stuff.
Oh yeah,
and like John Heyman having a tweet like he's in a plane to Toronto, and then having to come out after and be like, I reported wrong. Shohei Ohtani, like that is so dumb. I hate that stuff. It's like, dude, report on something if you know a guy's going to sign to a team. I don't care that Shohei Ohtani is flying, and then it comes out he's not even flying, and like it's just journalism's finest hour on Twitter.
Yeah, and we would just never do something like that, and it's a disgrace,
Dude,
honestly.
And that is such a problem with journalism. We actually have been talking about it a little
Everybody
bit.
wants to be first. Don't have to be accurate. Just be first.
It doesn't matter. It's just like I have to figure this out right now. Oh my god.
Yeah. How about Woj ruining the kid's college announcement? You see that?
No.
The second best prospect in the college basketball class here in high school player, was ready to make his commitment. Like they do like in high school, like they have like the hats
table,
and stuff.
And
then Woj just leaked it on Twitter before he even made the announcement public. He's like, this kid plans on going to Rutgers, and like the kid didn't even get his moment to like get do his thing because Woj had to be first to it.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
it's so dumb.
It is.
Yeah, so we'll have to see, but I didn't like to see that, but you can't judge these trades till they happen. So
good breaking news though.
Yeah.
I love the
but back to the football, that's kind of pretty much, all there is to say about this game. I mean, obviously the Eagles will look to rebound Monday Night Football. So 1 week from today against the Seahawks, which should be a good game. That was the game that the Patriots were flexed out in against the Chiefs. But the way the Chiefs are playing, that probably actually would have been a good game.
Yeah,
we're going to see that at 1 o'clock instead. But before we get to the doubleheader, I just happen to think about that with the Chiefs. Serious trouble here, Riley? I mean, this 8-5, we haven't seen this in really ever.
I'll tell you what,
Mahomes.
man.
I think the most lost in the regular season tied he's ever had, and we still got 4 weeks to go.
We've seen Rashee Rice kind of come and play well,
right?
But the wide receiver questions that we've had since week 1 are still there. Like it seems like there's not a weapon outside of Kelsey, and Kelsey really hasn't been going too crazy the last couple of weeks. Feels like
the Swift distraction.
Teams have been bottling him up, and we'll see for the first time this year. Patrick Mahomes probably have to go on the road for a playoff game, which he has never done in his career. Play a road for. Say he loses that game, I mean, it makes you think about the guy a little different. But I think this team is in trouble. I mean, I think the Bills are a good team. They got to win that game though. Last night, if you're Kansas City, you got to win that game at home.
Yeah.
I think they are in a little bit of trouble here, especially with how good the teams are in the NFC. They even get to the Super Bowl. I think they get waxed by any of the NFC teams right now.
But I do think it's gonna highlight off season. They're gonna go out and get
they have
number one
They're
receiver. Be interesting if the Jets don't get Adams, if they end up pursuing him. Also, isn't T. Higgins due for a contract as well? I mean, I know the Bengals said they were gonna keep him, but that's a lot of salaries to pay. So that's something to keep in mind for sure. So it'll definitely be interesting. But what do you think, Tony? I mean, you think no chance for Kansas City here now to really do anything significant?
Well, define significant.
Super Bowl,
like win Super Bowl,
or go to the Super Bowl, or even go to the AFC Championship game.
I mean, I think they could.
Reed will make some adjustments, but it's like, why hasn't he made them already?
I mean, would you blame Reed necessarily for their loss last night? I don't think so.
No, I'm not necessarily blaming Reed. I more or less I meant like he has made adjustments. The players just aren't good enough. That's what I was kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think at any point Reed has been out coached necessarily this season. Again, like I mean, last night, you hate to boil it down in one play, but there's Tony being offsides.
Patrick Mahomes being a bitch.
Patrick Mahomes being a bitch.
He's
I mean,
being a
it's not great. Coming out of the AFC, though, I mean, yeah, I could see them reaching the Super Bowl still.
Yeah. Really.
Because again, like
beating Baltimore.
Yeah,
in
the
Baltimore.
Ravens, I feel like could just blow it.
Choke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why I kind of agree with Tony though, because like, yes, I think on paper, Dolphins better team. Regular season might beat them. Now you throw that into a playoff game. The Dolphins have been in the playoffs in forever. Not a big game. You get Mahomes versus Tua and the Dolphins in a big game. I think they can still beat them just because of the circumstances. I don't think they're a better team than Miami, but they can wiggle their way into the Super Bowl because of their track record.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely think, when you have Mahomes, you have a chance. It's just this is the longest I've just seen them struggle, and I've always been, a believer in the Chiefs. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, you look at remaining schedule, obviously the Patriots this week, and then Raiders, Bengals, Chargers. So, I mean, you can beat all those teams.
Yeah, they should win out.
So that would take you to 12-5.
How sick would that play have been, by the way? Kelsey to Tony.
Yeah, it was.
But it was clearly a penalty, and Patrick Mahomes is
and I don't know if you would know anything
pocket
on this, Riley, but supposedly, I guess Andy Reid was saying typically the official would warn him if like Tony was lined up offsides. I don't know if that's
usually you always see the receiver like go down and check
with the rest.
So he was kind of like just
that's like
not
pop.
paying attention.
That's like pop one.
He also I saw this above angle that they had that just came out on Twitter, and it's like really all you can see his like he is almost on the other side of the line.
Yeah,
like it's insane how far offsides he is. And then oh my god, the Patrick they called it. It was foul. Like you just can't not call it. Because
I know.
I hate that. He's
especially
like
something like that.
He's like complaining to the media like off of bullshit,
offside,
offensive offsides. No, that's a football rule.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
That's the rules.
What
of
are you
the
complaining
game,
of?
dude.
And then like telling Josh Allen just beat you. And I saw a clip of when Josh Allen, the 13 seconds when they scored on him and didn't make the Super Bowl. Very classy, went up. He wasn't Patrick Mahomes complaining to Josh Allen.
Yeah. Like
Josh Allen just won. What are you being a little bitch?
I mean, clearly frustrations are boiling over. So it'll be interesting to see if they turn it around.
I'm sure he had a nice talk with Kadarius Toney. He was probably honestly at the end of the day
2 bowl games for Kadarius Toney.
Mahomes still super young, and he hasn't really experienced like that much, I guess, lack of success. Right?
Yeah, and I mean, even Dave said this morning he's never he said he's always thought he's handled himself well. It's the first time he thought he didn't handle himself well.
So I think that again, a little bit of a bottlenecking situation, and I'm sure he was in the moment super fucking upset with Kadarius Toney, but and was just kind of projecting his anger.
Media quotes.
I know it's never good, dude.
Did you see the he said like, oh, it affected the game, obviously, and then he said it also affected Travis Kelce's Hall of Fame because now they're not going to be able to play that highlight when he makes the Hall of Fame. That was a take that Mahomes had last night. Good take. Ruined Travis Kelce's Hall of Fame career with the offside.
He really said that?
Yeah, he said that
at the podium
at the podium last night. Just
post game.
I watched it this morning.
They should have calmed him down or something before he went up there.
Dude, he was he was just firing off things about offensive offside.
Oh my god, dude, because that's kind of embarrassing. But it is an embarrassing play.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing call. It's embarrassing. Yeah, that is embarrassing.
He's an idiot.
I would be super tight.
He really is.
The drops against Detroit.
I thought the Giants
that play was
blew
so
it getting
sick,
rid of him,
dude.
but clearly he's not a serious player in this league.
No, he's not.
That play was so sick, dude.
Speaking of the Giants, we do have a doubleheader at Monday Night Football, so I thought it would be fun, Tony. We could technically have 4 picks here with the totals. So let's do a pick draft. You could go total. You could go spread. You're first. What do you got here?
Going total or spread, and we're doing 1 pick at a time, obviously.
Yeah,
right?
1 pick at a time. And instead of going like the head-to-head, we're just going
right.
Yeah,
just other.
the spreads are available.
Man, I do love the whole Tommy Cutlets thing.
Oh, I hate it. It's so annoying.
I know it. Tony loves it.
I do love it.
Do it.
Just
Do
loves
it.
it.
Go ahead.
Come down.
God.
Right?
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
And then Green Bay -6, dude. Dude, I was just talking about the whole week how Jordan Love coming into his own.
Take DeVito straight up.
You want me to take DeVito straight up, dude?
Do it. Do you have
Well,
the
you get
cojones?
6.
Do you have the cojones to do it?
Oh, the Packers look good against Kansas City, dude. Do I have the cojones? I guess give me the Giants plus 6, dude. Why not? Let's do it.
Talking about cojones, I'm going to take Dolphins minus 14.
Oh,
Nice.
That's not really.
Well, that's a big number.
That's a
cover.
huge number.
I mean, obviously the matchup. Yes, you see why it is what it is, Tony. Yes,
yes,
we
dude.
understand that. But I just think, I mean, geez, like I don't know, Titans are brutal.
We'll have so
and especially in Miami. I think I could see Tyreek Hill, maybe having a 200-yard receiving game here. Dolphins looked great last week against Washington, and I think they continue their winning ways.
Yeah.
2 totals left on the board here.
I know, very interesting. Titans haven't won on the road. That's fucking crazy. Let me say, give me the over for the Giants-Packers game at 36.5.
Bam.
Wow. Take an easy way out. Huh?
Give me that's the easy way out? No way, dude. Stop
actually, I think that is a lot better number, though, because the whole thing here, I almost might just take the under just because the Titans might score like 5 points.
Dude, the Giants could score 6 points.
Yeah.
They beat the Pats last week. It was like 10-7, 10-6, 7-6.
The who?
The Giants.
The Giants
10-7.
Oh, they beat the Patriots 10-7.
10-7.
Off a Chad Ryland miss kick. 35 yards.
That's right, dude. That's right. They totally fucking blew.
Kind of interesting because obviously I'm stuck with the other total. I'm going to take the under as well, but we both, stuck with one
Kept the game
spread total. What do you guys think? I'm guessing you guys all agree. I mean, we're going to see a blowout in Miami.
Yes.
Tony, any different thing you have to say there? Or no?
Miami? No, yeah, I think it could be literally like 70-0. Honestly,
now, what do you guys think though about this Giants-Packers game? Do you think it's going to be a tight finish?
Again, it's so tough with cutlets here. At home, the family's going to be in attendance. I'm sure they have,
I hope they show them on camera.
How thin are his
cutlets, dude? I mean, dude, come on, it's a tremendous story, dude. I mean, how proud of it.
No. But you know what it is?
Yeah.
He does deserve praise for what he's done because not many guys could do that as undrafted. Now that you really people have argued should even be on an NFL roster, but I just don't want to hear it like 24/7. It almost gets to like
I'm a little sick.
Tom's River, New Jersey with Todd Frazier. Like enough.
But in the World Series, like we get it.
I did see that video by the way with Cougine, and they're rating.
I hate that guy.
You know where he went to my high school? Yeah, Farrell? I know, dude. Yeah, with a bunch of your Farrell. He's from Staten Island.
Just a smoke Farrell.
Dude, stop it. That video sucked, by the way. That was a poorly produced video. And I think the person who was talking about the Italian dishes had no idea what they were talking about. Because it was like ranking the top 5 Italian dishes. And it was like.
And they didn't go to Staten Island.
First thing he did was chicken marsala. Chicken piccata.
Wait, I forgot that. You don't like mushrooms?
I like mushrooms, but it's like, dude, there's a million different pasta. Like, there's a million different Italian dishes. And you're thinking top 5, chicken marsala.
I mean, I don't think it's that crazy. That's in the top 5. I really like chicken marsala.
Honestly, I'm glad you like it, but it is not like.
All right. Well, I guess
I'd rather have chicken piccata.
You're forcing yourself to give us your top 5. And on the spot, have to give it to us. So go ahead.
Shit, okay. All right,
you know so well that Marsala's not in there. Let's hear it.
I do. All right. Number 1 is just your classic macaroni and meatballs. That's right. Dude.
That's not in my top 5.
That's ridiculous. The Sunday sauce, the hand-rolled meatballs, those sausage, maybe a little like pork rib in the sauce as well. And of course, you keep it pretty simple with the pasta. I mean, it's tough to pick your favorite, but I guess rigatoni is probably my favorite.
Rigatoni.
I do enjoy shells, but we'll keep it with rigatoni right now in the Sunday sauce. And then, I mean, next up, dude, easily chicken parm, right?
I mean, yeah, chicken parm's up there, yeah.
I mean, this is your list.
Yeah, this is your list. Don't look for me for help.
Don't.
All right, cool. And then next up, you do fettuccine Alfredo. We'll say with chicken cutlet.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then next up, zuppa de mussels, probably at number 4. That would be. And then, oh boy, wow, it's gonna be tough to keep just 5 in here. And I guess number 5,
chicken piccata.
No, no, I do love eggplant rollatini. Like that's fucking fire. I guess I'll go. I mean, eggplant rollatini. I guess.
And before I get my 5, I just have to get to this because Hot Take Johnny has a lot of comments here, and I think he's getting wrong what I said.
Lasagna, even. Lasagna,
first of all,
like
I've said this to you.
Bolognese is different.
Hate Zach Wilson, so you're putting him in this conversation.
Ravioli?
He is terrible. I agree with you there. And number 2, I said that he's done a great job. I'm not saying there's any problem with that, but I just don't want to watch a game and have them show his parents and bring up how he lives nearby, the staying at home, the color. It's like
dad owns a trash.
Yeah, you don't need to say that 20 times. That's all I was saying. There's nothing. Credit where credit is due. He has done an amazing job for someone with his skill set. That's not what I'm saying. I don't need to hear the same thing over and over again, and that would apply to anything, not just specifically him. So that's all I was saying. He definitely deserves credit. So I just hope you understand what I'm saying there. But back to the Italian food here. So this is tough. I almost want to say, Tony, that, oh man, I am gonna say,
what do we got? Let's go.
The Fried Diavolo pasta is number one.
Oh, fucking forgot about that too. Shrimp fried Diavolo. Yeah. So good, dude. The spicy sauce.
That's
dude.
Number one.
Fuck.
I would say for me, chicken parm is number two. And after that, I'm gonna say oil, garlic, cavatelli, sausage, and broccoli, number three. Chicken marsala, Tony, number four.
That's fucking ridiculous.
This list is smoking yours.
And I would say number five. There's a couple of things that I have in mind here, but I'm definitely gonna say penny vodka.
Penny vodka is so good too. Like just straight up, penny vodka with shrimp is good.
Yeah, I mean either way. I mean it's all about the sauce. If it's a good sauce, I mean, you technically don't need anything, but of course, adding shrimp.
love a little protein because I normally do the fettuccine, like Alfredo sauce with chicken, and then vodka sauce with shrimp, and I just think that those two combos. Oh my god, dude!
And
we even put pesto. I mean, I love a little gnocchi and pesto sauce with some sausage in there.
I do. And hot take Johnny also says, "Don't worry, Brian. Soon they'll be talking about Cullet Super Bowl MVP and record setting for everyone." And that's part of his parody act because he was doing that in the chat earlier.
When's the last time you had chicken cutlets, dude? Like just plain fried chicken cutlets.
Probably like 3 weeks ago or something. Yeah. But I don't actually like It's like honestly, I don't want to just have like chicken cutlets and string beans. Like I need it on a sandwich, chicken parm, or cut up in the pasta. Matt really likes this too. The oil, garlic, the broccoli raw, but with breaded chicken.
Yeah, breaded chicken.
I love that. Just by itself, I need something. I mean, I guess by itself, a good Chick-fil-A sauce, a good honey mustard, sure. Yeah. But it dressed up, it's just so much better.
Yeah, I guess so. I had it before Thanksgiving, the Wednesday before, just because of my dad's birthday. What do you want for dinner? Chicken cutlets, mashed potatoes, broccoli, and then a side salad as well. And that was just fire, dude. Chicken, I mean, I can house like 20 cutlets. And it's just freaking, and then the leftovers, make a sandwich the next day.
But even a little mayonnaise. So you're not adding a lot to it, but just some arugula with some lemon dressing. Or I'm guessing you don't like chicken mayonnaise.
I like
looking at your face. I mean, geez. Okay, sorry.
Chicken mayonnaise isn't bad. Again, I don't know, man.
What do you have against Marsala, though? There's
chicken Marsala?
There. I mean, honestly, a personal vendetta.
No, there's not. I mean, the sauce is good. But I just think of like chicken Marsala is like when you're out at an Italian restaurant and it's like a fucking fixed menu. And you have two options. And
it gives me big catering.
Yeah, it gives me exactly. I feel like I'm going to a fucking
youth sports event.
Yeah, dude.
I see for some reason like just a good Marsala sauce is just so good. Like I just had it at Polici's over the weekend. I think it was probably the best sauce I've ever had. And I love dipping good bread into that sauce.
No, it is good. No, I do love that as well. Again, like for me, the sauce is good, but I don't eat the mushrooms, obviously. But again, I mean, if I'm out at an Italian restaurant, I mean, I'm getting like the braised short rib bolognese.
Oh yeah, bolognese has been growing on me. Dude. I used to not really like.
How about linguine and clams?
Linguine and clams, exactly. Do linguine and clams?
Linguine and clams is very good, but I feel like I need a lemon like hinted sauce. So I don't like just a regular.
Yeah, but you don't squeeze the lemon in your clams.
I do, but I just you know what it is. When I was in La Jolla over the summer, it was like this. It was like the best. Like I think I might have even sent a picture to you guys when I was eating it. But it was just the sauce was unbelievable. Like I'm big on the lemon flavor.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to go home again.
That's why I'm big into chicken piccata. Yeah, because I like a really acidic sauce.
Yeah. I think the franchise has it.
Chicken franchise
has it beat. I mean, it's basically the same thing, just with the egg. Or what do you think, Riley?
I think I'm a piccata ride or die guy.
No, I mean piccata's great. Honestly,
yeah, I'm a piccata.
Very close.
Oh, the chicken piccata side salad. It's from The Office.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I was gonna say. Oh, speaking of egg, carbonara sauce.
Oh,
I don't really have that, and I don't like peas.
Oh, really?
I like carbonara.
I just feel like there's no point.
Right,
know?
right. But no, I understand that.
I like a good veal cutlet too.
Yo, veal is fire,
I have to
dude.
give
Veal
more of a
parm.
try to. Everybody says they love veal, but I don't know. I've always been a little skeeved.
I've
cows.
had people convince me to not have veal anymore because of the way they handle the cows.
Yeah.
Because a veal it's a calf. It's like a baby cow.
Yeah.
And in order to make sure the meat is as tender as possible, like the cow is born and they put it in a cage, chain it up so he doesn't move, so he doesn't get any muscle. It's all fat, and then they kill him.
Oh,
yeah.
So it is it's a very sad life.
But why even bring that up? Because
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
I thought you knew about that.
And it doesn't affect me in any way.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're trying to affect
Dude,
me.
I've had someone tell me that at the restaurant as I'm about to order the fucking
Like the waiter?
veal. No, like the person I was at the table with. Like, you know how I was like,
why would they do that?
and then I was like, give me the veal. And then that was that, dude. And it was delicious because
Well, it's
veal
great.
is
But they
amazing,
do
dude.
say,
Baby
like,
babies.
I would never be like this, but there's
What do you want me to do?
No, I agree.
they say like people see a video and then become a vegetarian for life or whatever. It's just like, I
Right.
guess for me, the reason why that would never get me is like whether I do that or not, like
It's
you're still gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't like.
And my
Right.
life is better than
And
I'm
it's
not.
like, I mean, dude, like, I mean, they don't like some farms don't like grow their vegetables right either.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
use
yeah.
chemicals
Or-
in their vegetables.
yeah, some.
Yeah, exactly. Like what are we talking about, bro? Like who cares? You know?
Everything's poisoned anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna die soon anyway, dude. It's all gonna be over soon, Riley. All right?
Wait, I thought you said it's not over yet.
No, it's all gonna be over, dude.
when
It's
Joe
short
Namath
time.
dies.
Yeah, when Joe Namath dies, he's going to hell,
when
and
he
we will
fucking
all be
dies,
absolved
the
of our sins,
Jets-
dude.
You know what we got to do?
Joe Namath is basically Adam and Eve. He has original sin.
Yes.
He caused original sin.
Yes,
We-
he's naked.
We
That son
have
of
to
a bitch.
go
He's naked.
to the world of the National Hockey League.
Here he comes. McDavid shoots. Top shelf. He scores. Captain with the overtime winner. That's the middle pick. That's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping. Rink Washington made the full split save.
Are you kidding me?
Turn. Side of the net. Between the legs and they score. Filthy. David Pasternak. The silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
Right. All right.
The
So
Golden
the
Knights,
Rangers, 2-game losing streak going into last night. Backs against the wall, but
Yeah, dude.
Johnny Quick, Tony, against his former team, coming back with a vengeance. A dominant performance by Quick. And by the way, I did see the record. I believe is it 7-0-1 or 8-0-1 for Quick. I want to say
7-0-1.
7-0-1, which is pretty impressive. Obviously,
Double
the
tell you right
one
now.
only being a overtime loss.
8-0-1.
So I was saying, there is potential here, not for him to be the starter, but I think to get more starts than like even close to what they're originally thinking.
I mean, yeah, no, I think so. I think Quick here so far has been totally overwhelmingly good for the Rangers. Certainly, you mentioned the 8-0-1 record, 2.2 goals against on average. I understand he doesn't have as many games. I'm trying to see regular season game start, 9 starts so far this season, which again is definitely more than they probably anticipated Quick to have at this point. But again, he's 4th in the league in terms of goals against on average, 6th in the league in save percentage, 922, and he's 2nd, I believe, with shootouts because he has 2 shootouts. Yeah, 2nd in the league for shootouts.
Wait, shootouts or shutouts?
Shutouts, sorry.
Oh no,
yeah.
I was just confused. Like what you were saying.
He has 2 shutouts.
Yeah.
And again, I mean,
shootout victory.
right,
Is
shootout victory is also cool.
tough to stop shootout shots, penalty shot. Wait, what? It's called penalty. What is it?
shootout attempts is what it's
Okay,
referred
all right,
to.
all right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it wasn't crazy that I stumbled upon.
No, it's tough, dude. I'm
Yeah.
a tough time here. Thinking about chicken parm and the veal, the poor calves, dude.
That
the
fucking
dude.
cow.
Can
Cows
I
Fucking
get
cow
that?
is dead,
It's
dude.
really that good, huh? Like that it's better than chicken parm.
Whoa, none say that. Because chicken parm, again, maybe it's just nostalgic for me. But there is like literally like the fucking veal, like when it hits your tongue and it literally dissolves in your mouth. You're
As a
like, this
parm, though, is
fucking
that the best
crazy.
form for you?
Veal parm
What
is
about
fine.
saltabaca?
What?
How are you supposed to say
What
it?
did he say?
Like chick, I'm saying it wrong.
What?
Oh, I know what you're trying to
What-
say.
what-
Salt and buca?
There you go.
Oh, yeah. I've never had that.
So what have you've just had like just regular cutlets or veal
Uncultured.
parm?
Yeah,
pretty
veal
much?
parm, and they had veal like in pasta as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
But your favorite is the parm.
I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, you fry it, put cheese on it. It's fucking delicious.
Cheese,
dude.
Yeah.
sauce.
But obviously, like in with pasta is a good option too.
How about when we went? I think this is for you, but John got it the veal parm, but with vodka sauce on the pasta and the veal.
Wow, that sounds really
Is
good.
that sacrilegious for you or no?
No.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure. Like tradition,
I love a good vodka parm.
Yeah,
you know?
Goodfellas has a new vodka parm grinder.
Next to fucking BP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you hate that place, right?
Their pizza is bad, but their heroes
pasta,
are good.
The pasta is good.
Yeah,
Me and Matt
yeah.
used to get that like broccoli with the
Yeah,
rigatoni and stuff.
And like they have good grinders or heroes, whatever you want to call it. Buck chick is good.
But I feel like vodka sauce is growing to the point where it's not like it used to be like they're looking at you sideways saying, yeah, I'll take it with vodka sauce instead. Even vodka sauce on pizza's big.
Yeah.
Which I love. I think that is like great.
I don't think I've ever had a vodka pie. Maybe once, maybe.
Have you had it, really?
Yeah, I've had a vodka slice.
What are your thoughts?
Very good. But I think part of why like vodka sauce has become just like universally like now you can put it on everything. It's kind of like the social media, TikTok, like stunt food idea where now you can just kind of make whatever you want.
Right.
So it's like not a big deal anymore where it used to be.
And I know like you probably never felt like this, Tony, but from day one, from the first time I ever tried vodka sauce, always liked it the best.
Really? The
Yeah.
best, hands down.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Getting a call.
We should make our own. You're getting a call?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Wyndham Vacations.
Maybe you got a free.
Maybe you're
free week
maybe
in Florida.
Yeah, free week in Florida.
Should
Dude,
I
come.
pick this up?
Sure, dude. Pick it up. Put the guy on
Might be the
speaker.
realtor.
You're live in the sports with the realtor, dude.
Hello? Hello? Nope. No one there. No one there.
That's too bad, dude.
Yeah, so obviously we could go on and on about the food forever, but 4-1 victory here. We talked about Quick doing an outstanding job, 25-26. Power play goals from Zibanejad and Brozinski coming up from Hartford, Tony.
That's right.
As well as a VC and Cooley goal. I mean, I think it's as simple as this is exactly what the Rangers needed. Not that there was overwhelming concern, but it was just 2 straight games of just looking pretty bad and losing to teams that you shouldn't lose to. So I think this eases a lot of those concerns. But it is going to be interesting to see. I mean, what do you think they do in terms of percentage between Igor and Quick moving forward?
I mean, look, I think still as of right now, I mean, Igor is certainly your starter.
What is it, like 70, 65? Is it 60?
I would say right now, retains around the 70-30.
70-30.
But I mean, you can't, it's not like set in stone. Again, we know about Laviolette. We know about his kind of, I guess, thought process in terms of earning your next start, earning your next shifts constantly. I think if Igor continues to perform not at his highest level, which he has not been, I mean, the game against the Caps, previous starts, I mean, he's not been great this season. And if that continues, if the overplay continues,
50-50.
you're gonna start seeing Quick sneaking in some more games here. And I mean, I don't think it's much to look into yet. But I was a little surprised to see that he did get the start against the Kings. Obviously, it makes sense, his former team. Trocheck before the game too was quoted, or after the game, saying that they really wanted to get this win for Quick because it just meant a lot to him, meant a lot to the team, obviously. And I mean, Jesus Christ, I mean, Quick just played his ass off. We were watching the game last night during the sports report. I mean, he had 2 phenomenal glove saves, and like we're talking on like almost like breakaway types of plays, where he just stood tall and just fucking poised, dude.
I just wonder though, it's like, is it coaching? Like, because he did look kind of, like he was struggling. Obviously, Vegas got him in mind as a starter. They go win the Stanley Cup. He doesn't even play really. Yeah. I mean, is it just that rush he gets of being a Ranger after being on the Kings? His whole career?
I think so. I mean, that was probably the biggest storyline when he came to the Rangers. The fact that he grew up a Rangers fan, you know, and that he wanted to come play here his entire life.
Kind of like Yamamoto.
I think
with
health's
the
a big
Yankees.
deal too.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Yes, he does seem to be
Tony,
super healthy.
That was
right
like
now.
a tight, like you're tight.
Well, because this is ridiculous now. Like he's gonna go to the Mets,
It's so funny though, because I know some Yankee fans right now are getting pissed at me.
Oh, because you're jinxing it, dude?
But it's like that doesn't change anything. How many times do we have to talk about it,
I
Tony?
don't know, dude. What if he's like listening? He's like, wow, this guy really wants to go to the Yankees. I might just go to the Mets.
You really don't think it's sad though that people actually believe though.
People
I really
like-
do. There are some
yeah,
people
yeah.
that believe because I just said that. That it's not going to happen.
And it's not even that they believe it, but they just like also like kind of run their lives by it as well. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, what are you doing to
Like,
yourself?
what are we doing to yourself? Yeah, exactly. So,
But I do
What are we
think
doing to
looking
yourself?
What are
ahead
we doing to
here,
yourself?
off tonight.
yes.
Home Toronto, home Anaheim on Friday, and then at Boston Saturday. I kind of think they're going to go Igor the next 2 games and then have Quick play in Boston. Wait, any thought there?
Yeah, they could. Again, depending on what Igor looks like, you know? But I'm telling you right now, I think they're going to sweep these next few games.
3 for 3.
Absolutely, dude. Like,
I think a certain someone has something to say about that.
No,
game
yeah,
on Saturday.
I'm sure he does. But I'm telling you right now, this team is on another level, dude. Again, I know I'm clearly been a very big fan of Vincent Trocheck. Everyone knows that. But he's been playing his absolute ass off. Gritty. I mean, he's got tremendous scoring chances. He gets goals. He wins faceoffs. He gets other, players, teammates, opportunities to score. And last night he was quoted saying, by the way, and this is courtesy of Molly Walker of the New York Post, I think the last few games had been kind of a leaning towards a wake-up call just because of the lack of play that they have. Good play anyway. There were some negative things he said creeping into our game. We all knew it and we recognized it. I think the biggest thing is just making sure that you can spot it whenever it comes and get to it quickly. I thought we had a really good bounce-back game tonight against a really good hockey team.
Yeah.
Which is exactly, again, like to have that just like level of awareness of your game, especially like, for this Rangers team that is, again, much like Jonathan Quick, performing kind of over their heads a little bit. You could very easily get lost in that and get complacent. But right here, dude, I mean, they seem like they have a perfectionist mentality. And, they're improving any little, I know, you hear him over there fucking snarling?
Yeah. Me?
Yeah, you. That was you.
That was
snarling
not
over
me.
there, dude. And
I
to
didn't
see
do
that,
shit.
from Trocheck, he's obviously taking a leadership role with the team as well. And he's the type of player who leads example on the ice. And to hear him kind of have that mentality, and again, just a recognition from the team, leaps and bounds from last season, Riley. Leaps and bounds, dude.
Yeah, this is gonna be a shit show Saturday. All right, this is going to be a good old fashioned beatdown. I'm sad that I will not
Stop
be here
it,
to
dude.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Does part of you hope that Quick gets the start?
No.
in Boston. No.
No.
You'd rather have Igor.
I want Igor to be his best. Yes.
Yeah.
He's our goaltender. Like it's not.
But
I'm
especially
sorry,
if he
I love
struggles
Quick.
against Toronto tomorrow.
Yes, dude.
You would think they would feel, well, let's start him against Anaheim, weaker opponent.
No, he's definitely getting the back-to-back starts. I'm telling you right now, Igor Strigan may have 2 shutouts in the next 2 games, dude.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you right now, he is tight at himself, bro.
Yeah.
He's definitely tight. We've seen him get frustrated before, and we've seen him use that frustration to dial it in and piggyback his team to
Hammer the
victory.
Bruins.
And it starts with the Maple Leafs to kick off the next 3 games here. Maple Leafs tomorrow on the 12th is going to be gorgeous at the Garden. Okay, dude, gorgeous. The sun will be shining in, even though it'll be 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
The Mecca.
Yes, dude, the Mecca, the real Garden, Riley, the real Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The real Garden.
Yeah.
where
A little
no playoff games.
Shorter
Stop
slate
it.
tonight. Only 4 games, Tony. In pick wise, just to update everybody, not the best Friday picks for us. But you have 6 points. I have 4. And obviously, I have the Dolphins in the under tonight. You have the Giants in the over. What do you want to go with first here?
6-4, you say, hey?
Yep.
I see here.
And updated with company 17-15-4 for us, 24-11 with them, 1 game pending.
Jesus, dude.
At least we're over 500.
Yeah, I guess, dude. All right, let's focus up here. Oh, baby. Oh, man. I think we're going to go to the UBS Arena, dude. That's right, the return of Jonathan Taves yet again. Playing the Islanders here. Toronto on the road, -25. Short favorites here. Obviously, we know how tough it is for a team to be heavy favorites on the road. But the Islanders, dude, will be going down tonight because the Maple Leafs here, like I said, Tavares.
You said Taves.
I said
Wait,
Taves.
first
so
of all,
I don't know why I said
is
Taves.
Taves on the black
No,
market?
he's retired.
No,
He just
yeah.
retired.
Well,
no, Tony brought him back.
Yeah. I don't know
Back,
why
he's
he did.
playing.
No, 'cause
Stop the music.
But he officially announced. Was it in the off season or when did he announce?
Stop the music. Bring the music back.
It was,
Boy, because I
It
really
was in the
thought
offseason,
he was going to play another year.
No. Yeah,
He had some sort of a bad
Oh no, but
medical
actually, didn't he
problem.
not officially retire? It's just he's out for this year,
Yeah.
and then he's going to see what happens. But
But it seems like
kind of
it's
like
out.
Buck alluding to the divorce.
to it.
He's fucked up.
Buck.
Are you
we'll
rather
find out
see-
tonight, dude.
Are you rather to see Buck more rather to hear Buck tonight or Orlovsky? Because Orlovsky is on the second broadcast.
I guess Orlovsky.
Really? So you're really that tight on Buck?
Dude, Buck is a shithead, and you don't get to hear Orlovsky as much. Let's see what he's got here. I guess.
I think you're changing your mind
Tight
about
dog.
Orlovsky.
No.
Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Speaking of ahead of ourselves, Jonathan Tavares, as I mentioned, will be playing the Islanders tonight. Islanders been an absolute shit show. I understand. Honestly, UBS probably super cheap tickets as low as $15. Is right here. $10.
Gotta go.
Riley's driving us, dude. 15 schmackaroos. Islanders going down. It could be 4-1, maybe. Let's say. I want to say the Islanders don't get shut out because Barzal was looking kind of good a couple nights ago. Brock Nelson too, but again, Maple Leafs completely out power, out strength, out anything. As they're on a 2-game win streak, by the way, just being Ottawa and Nashville, shutting out Nashville, which is nothing too crazy, dude.
It's kind of interesting though. The Islanders, like the way we've been talking about them, you would think they were 10 under. They're actually 12-7.
Team fucking sucks.
But I think it's just, they've been kind of waiting for a while to take the next step. Yeah. Obviously, better it's been lately, but just overall, like we're not seeing the path forward. So be interesting. Obviously, would be a big win for them tonight. We'll have to see what happens.
Not going to be though.
We have a matchup here between the Avalanche and the Flames. Avalanche struggling, losers of 4 out of 5, which is something you don't usually see from them. Losing consecutive home games to Philly and Winnipeg. And beat Anaheim the previous game, but then lost at the Kings at Anaheim. So Flames have won 3 out of 5, but lost 3 out of 4. With actually it was only 2 out of 5. So yeah, whatever. Anyway, lost to the Devils last time out, but I just think the Flames aren't any good. It's just ever since they lost Gaudreau, I feel like they just haven't had the same juice. So I think Gorgie has a dominant game in net here. And I think Nathan McKinnon is going to have 2 goals here, 3 assists from Makar, and the Avalanche 4-1 at home over the Flames.
Love it, dude. Love it. I think I'm going to pick another favorite here. At home, though, I'm going to pick the Dallas Stars as they host the Detroit Red Wings. The Red Wings here, on a little bit of a schneid, lost to San Jose where Patty Kane scored his first goal as a Red Wing. But then they lost to Ottawa, I believe, 5-1. Dylan Larkin had a hit from behind. He's injured. I believe he's going to be out for tonight. He's going to be out for a while, probably. I'm not sure what the injury was. But I mean, that's a pretty tough loss, I think, for the Red Wings. I understand, we went over their talent, and I'm a fan of the Red Wings, and they have been playing well, I suppose, this season so far. At 14 and 8, yeah. But the Stars here at 15-8-3, have a pretty good record at home. Obviously they're gonna be favored here, and Red Wings lacking Larkin, will be lacking some offense certainly. So give me the Stars winning this one. I don't know. 5-2.
I figure you're big on the Stars since I started,
Dude, I was big on them last season too, dude.
All right.
It's not just about you.
Right. I don't know, but in all seriousness though, is there a world that we live in where they make a Stanley Cup? Like you could see that?
The Stars?
Yeah. You think they're that good?
I do think so. And they went to the Cup final in 19?
In
20?
In bubble, I think.
Yeah, so 20, I guess.
No, I thought the Cup final in 20 was
Canadiens?
Yeah.
That was 21.
That was 21, yeah.
Because that was when they had the season.
Yeah.
The,
so it was Stars Lightning, right?
Stars Lightning in the bubble. And then
it was the Canadiens. Because it was different because they separated the Canadian team.
No, but that was the year after when they still had that division.
And they were still in Saskatoon or wherever they were, Saskatchewan.
Didn't they have that division only 1 year?
I thought it was 2 years. I have to double check here. Mike, what's going on, dude?
Chef Michael here.
Thank you.
Should we get you a chef hat? I feel like
me?
The jacket, dude.
Right?
You want the jacket? Jacket is fresh, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you, dude. Yo,
Yamamoto.
Fire, actually. Yamamoto to the Mets?
Yamamoto to the Yankees.
Stanley Cup.
No, but I know everybody's tight about me saying that. No one's said it. No one's commented about it.
Let's see, dude. 20. Obviously, we know. Let's see, Stanley Cup. Dude, get the fuck out of here. Go to Wiki, dude.
Wiki.
I don't want to hear about 1928, dude. Like, get out of here.
Wiki.
Thank you very much.
There we go. All
right, so let's go. We're in 2022. Lightning, Avalanche, 2021. Canadiens, Lightning, 2020. Lightning, Dallas.
So it was 2021?
Were you listening to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2020, the first bubble year was Dallas, Tampa Bay.
Oh, so it was the second Lightning.
The second year was
gotcha.
Tampa Bay, Canadiens.
Glad that we have clarity there, Tony. But yeah, did you say the score there?
Did you give us a score?
Oh, for the Dallas game?
Tony,
what did I say? 5-2?
Tony score?
5-2?
Tony,
5-2.
Give us a score, please.
Tag it and bag it, dude. Hit the over.
Take it and bang it. Bank it.
I said tag it and bag it.
Oh.
Take it and bag it.
Oh, Tony would say something like that.
I thought that's what he said.
Dude,
Take it and bang it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Coyotes on the road in Buffalo. Coyotes had won 3 in a row, but then dropped their last 2 against Boston and Philly. Sabres have lost 4 out of 5. Last game out at home, lost in a shootout to the Canadiens. Did beat Boston back on the 7th, 3-1, which is interesting. But I like this Coyotes team. Looks like they're gonna go with Vejmelka tonight. Obviously, Ingram, has played, better than Vejmelka, but I think we'll see him starting to get on track here. I mean, the numbers are terrible for Vejmelka right now. 2-6-2, 3-4-5, and 8-9-2. Ingram 11-5, 2 shutouts, 2.52, 9.20. But like I said, I think this is the game they get on back. They I think Levy's getting started, if I'm not mistaken here.
Devon.
Is it Devon?
Should be.
It is Devon. He's been decent, but I think he gets blitzed tonight. Keller with the hat trick. Vejmelka, classic 40 saves here. Coyotes 4-1 over the Sabres.
Well, I'm surprised at you.
Why?
To go against the Sabres. I don't know, man.
Well, Coyotes. They were originally my team, no?
Yeah.
No Sharks tonight. Kind of disappointing.
Did they lose to the Knights, I think, in a shootout
Last night?
this weekend? I don't know if it was last night. Let's see if it was last night. They did not play. Oh, they did. They lost in a shootout to the Knights. The Knights had the golden chrome domes, dude. That was pretty sweet.
The golden chrome domes.
Yeah, I do like the chrome helmets that the Kings wear. You know that Charlie was involved. He was into it.
Shoe wears those.
Yeah.
Shoe wears the chrome domes as well. That's what I said on the show last night.
Wait, actually, I have no idea what you're talking about. To be honest,
the helmets are chrome, like shiny chrome, like the Kings.
Oh,
like the LA Kings
like
helmets.
the Oregon Ducks used to wear.
That the Coyotes were.
Oh no.
Oh no, Brad.
Oh no, Brad. No, we're talking about the Golden Knights because they wear golden ones.
Okay, so you're saying
and
wore
then the
them
Kings
last
wear the
night.
silver ones, and Sacred Heart wears silver ones as well.
Okay, I don't know. It just it went off in a weird direction. I have to say
Yeah. Quick, Jonathan.
Did we get clarity about that last night though, or no?
Clarity about what?
The Sharks.
Oh, yeah,
the Sharks. It was
they lost
shootout,
in a shootout to the Golden Knights. Hence why we start talking about the chrome domes.
Comeback though to get it to overtime.
They
hanging
did.
in there.
Yes.
I mean, the competitive fire. Honestly, maybe a playoff run.
David Quinn's gonna win a cup this year, dude.
Did you ever hear though what the deal was with Quinn though?
For the Rangers,
like what, like where, like did people hate him? Like what was?
It just seemed like, from what I would gather, that they just didn't take him seriously.
Okay.
Just because of his personality, and I mean, I guess you can kind of tell. I mean, I've seen conferences and locker room videos where he like is yelling at people, and it's just not there. You're just not intimidated by him. Like you're not into it. You know.
Do you think the Sharks, like they did last year with Horvat, move Hurdle at the deadline or no?
Yeah, I think so. I think the Sharks would dump out of what they're in right now. They gotta really rebuild. I'm not sure how much youth or
They're
what
making the
youth.
Playoffs.
Huh?
They make the playoffs.
They could make
The
the
Sharks. Say they could.
but they won't.
They're not gonna, dude.
No, they will.
Let's see where the Sharks are at now here. Obviously, last place
in the Pacific.
Probably last place in the league.
Last
dude.
place in the West. What do we got for the East?
Maybe the
today?
Senators are worse.
19 points. Well, the Blackhawks have 19 points as well. But go up to the top there, Riley. Who in the?
It's like my mom.
Yeah, they do have this.
Oh,
they're tied for the least amount of points in the league.
With
Only
the
could go up from
Blackhawks.
here,
So
though. No?
yes, they could in theory. Let's take a look at their roster here, huh? Let's go to hockey reference.
Barbabov or whatever.
Barbashev?
Is it Barbashev? Is there a Barber?
Barbaran?
No, because there's something like thought it was Barbashev, but then it looks like it's like Bov or something.
Oh no, dude.
Oh no, Ryan.
Let's go down at their let's see some players.
No,
here.
Barbanov.
Oh, Alexander Barbanov, the forward, 29 years old, 5'10", 195.
Anthony Duclair. I've heard you mention his name a few times.
Anthony Duclair, he was
stud,
the former Ranger great, dude.
Yes, legend.
Really
retired
is.
number.
Yeah, dude.
In the rafters.
They have Capo Kakinen, Jacob McDonald, Kevin LeBlanc.
Benoit Blanc.
They still have Vlasic on their team. I don't know, dude. I mean, you look at they have quite a few old guys. I guess they have some talent. I don't know how Kalen Addison is doing.
Any insight, Riley, on who's going to be the #1 pick next year?
Michael Granlund.
This kid out of BU, it looks like the consensus guy. He's 17 years old. He's a freshman, and he's lighting college hockey on fire. So
that's crazy.
What does he play?
He's a left wing or a center. I think he's just like he can play center.
And he's a scorer?
Scorer, yeah. Cabrini, I believe his name is.
So, I mean, would be a pretty good addition for San Jose if they – because is it lottery? I forgot. Or is it worst record for
lottery?
And they have a pick in college right now. Their first round pick last year is playing in college.
Is he good?
He's very good.
So
Jesus.
You never know, right?
Yeah, on the up.
Crazier things have happened to me, right?
Yeah, no, that's for sure, dude. That is for sure, dude.
I don't know why. I've always, like, unless it's like a rival team, I've always enjoyed seeing a team that's so bad and then finally, like, get some pieces and then actually be, like, watchable.
Yeah, right?
You know?
Like, that's pretty sick, dude.
And that's kind of why, like, San Jose, the Coyotes, even the Sabres a little bit, but I know they still have a ways to go.
This is the guy.
This is him.
This is the guy who's going to be #1?
Macklin Celebrini. Yeah, 10 goals, 15 assists in college this year so far as a 17-year-old. So that's pretty crazy.
Wow, there you go.
That's kind of ridiculous.
What have you guys thought of Bedard so far?
Connor Bedard?
He's been as advertised. Corey Perry got with his mom. So.
That's.
You think that definitely happened?
No, it definitely did not happen.
Did not happen.
But wow, that's pretty clean. Come on, Tony. But you don't think after a night of drinking, you could have seen Perry make a move on her, honestly?
Make a little move.
No, I really don't, dude. Corey Perry is also married with a family, I believe.
But he even said that he has substance abuse problems. So if that's the case,
used to.
No, I think that's why
really left.
Yeah,
I think he did some fucked up shit drunk.
I don't think he was banging Bedard's mom,
but he might have tried to, and that could have led to the whole thing.
Yeah, no, yeah, potentially. But I don't know, dude. It's just a nasty rumor,
fuck
dude.
His mom.
Like, you like that, dude?
Why wasn't it a nasty rumor though with Zach Wilson and the moms, but for Corey Perry
and he's Mormon?
Because Zach Wilson was like, yes. Did he admit it to it? Did he admit it to it?
I don't know if he admitted to it. I think it was like kind of like a David Beckham in the Beckham documentary. When they were talking about the affairs.
So he said he didn't do it, but he had a giant smirk on his face when he said it.
It was a tough time. You didn't see it though yet, Tony, or did you? You did. No, tell me it wasn't hilarious.
It really
wasn't
dude.
Like, oh my god. Did you see that, Riley, or no?
I didn't get to that part yet. No.
You have to see it. You honestly have to
Tony,
see
what's the song that they sing about
Posh Spice?
Yeah.
The song, the 70,000 people chanted that she, Posh Spice takes it in her butt.
Nice.
When? At
whatever game.
Madrid?
Yeah. And Posh Spice is sitting there with Beckham's mom. And she was like saying it's kind of crazy. Like 70,000 people are just like chanting this, and you're like with your family and your in-laws.
You know what else is crazy? Jay Bird, all the way from New Jersey, says, LOL, the divorce, the scandals. So a little bit of that in there.
Jay loves that. You love that.
But if you had to guess, Tony, I mean, you think now, like, they're a little older, like, you think it's a solid family structure over there?
With the Beckham?
In England?
Yeah, I would think so, dude. Because it was, I mean, dude, to see their relationship, I mean, on that documentary, I mean, Jesus Christ, dude, I mean, there was so much pressure on them on that relationship just because of their lifestyles. Posh was touring, Beckham was, obviously playing soccer. And they were both like international superstars, like with so much exposure to the world
at a young age.
At such a young age. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. And the way Beckham talked about it, like, traveling 2 hours to see her for 20 minutes, like it was, you could say it was love, dude.
But you think they said, we'll have a hall pass in her 20s, and then once we settle down and have kids, like that'll be it of the.
I don't know if there was a hall pass, but I mean, again, like, they're super young, mistakes were made. You just don't know. And then obviously they came out on the other side still together, so it's a tremendous story of love and commitment flourishing through a lifetime.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Is it not? I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm sure it's fucked up that they banged other people, I guess, but I mean, I wouldn't like that.
I mean, I guess they could have technically been swingers, no?
Yes. Technically they could have been swingers.
Yes.
If they're into that sort of thing, sure. I mean, all more power to them.
Yeah,
I feel like if they were swingers, though, it'd probably be like they'd be ousted.
I'd swing
because exactly. No, I would too. That'd be like, yo, I just had sex with David Beckham and Posh Spice. Like, this is great. I can tell everyone.
No, but I kind of think honestly, like Beckham wanted to tell everybody, but Victoria was tight. I think.
You think so?
Swingers, yeah. I think she just didn't want that in the public eye.
I wouldn't.
He definitely got with some A-listers too.
Dude, he literally. Dude, there was again. Have you seen any of the documentary?
I saw the first episode about.
Okay, so you're not
40
much,
minutes
basically.
in, and I fell asleep.
There's
it was really good.
Like when they're talking about the relationship, there was literally like this is like in the prime, like when they were together, or whatever, and they were like prime in the limelight. A literally reporter like asked Dave Beckham, like, "Are you like angry that you're missing out on all these women, like dating Posh Spice?"
I asked myself that question.
He was like, "Yeah, okay, dude," and he was like, "No,
I'm not missing out.
No, dude. What do you mean? Like, Posh is great."
It's a shame that she had to kill it with the plastic surgery, though. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, she doesn't look terrible with it.
She looks.
I've seen
good.
way worse.
But I think she would.
She looks good.
She would be way better.
Why
off
does
without
anybody
it, dude.
think that's the answer, though? I
know,
don't get it.
You know, it's like kind of. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know, like if it's just put in people's minds at a younger age. Because I know people who are getting like injections now at my age to not have wrinkly skin when they're older. And I'm like, that can't.
You
be
really
good.
did that?
Stop it, dude. Stop.
Talking from experience, Tony?
No, experience with the other people, yeah.
Botox?
I actually give the Botox, dude. I run a little side gig.
Botox.
Yeah, dude.
But it's a crazy world out there. Let's just say that.
To say the least,
It's a scary
people are crazy out there, dude.
Yeah.
The people.
Interesting
We the
stuff
people.
for sure.
Do you want to like all like shave our heads like David Beckham?
We should.
I don't
Should
think I
swing
can
like
do
David Beckham.
Say easy there, Riley. Riley, you're just talking to two other dudes at the table right now. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, all right. I think this is a good, stopping point here.
Oh yeah,
great show though.
Yeah, I don't think we have to cover anything else, right? I think
I think we pretty much covered it.
Yeah.
And hopefully the football games are entertaining tonight.
Yes. By the way, this is gonna be the last time we see Riley for the semester.
Wow.
Because he's gonna be going home. Semester's over now. However, he did say he's gonna return for the back-to-back internship.
There we go.
That is my goal. Yeah,
that is the goal.
Let's go.
Things pending. We're trying to get him credit for another semester of internship.
We got to get credit for this one first.
Thorn in the bathroom. Yeah, dude.
I did see Thorn in the bathroom.
Yes.
Yeah. We got to get credit for this semester first, and then we can worry out.
Yeah. I imagine I probably have to fill out some type of paperwork for you saying that you.
Do I have to do anything?
I don't think so. I think you may have to like. Again, I would imagine you filled out some paperwork at the beginning of the semester, right?
No.
You didn't fill out anything?
I filled out 0.
Okay, so then you do have to do something. So then I would go to Thorn and be like, hey, I had this internship this semester.
Wait. I was supposed to fill out something at the beginning of the semester?
Yeah. You're like, when you take an internship, like it counts.
No,
like,
I know that, but how was I going to do that? Where was I from?
When you make your classes with your advisor, you're like, hey.
We don't talk.
Well, I mean, you have to bother him. Like you have to email and be like, hey, I'm taking this like internship this semester. Like I got to fill out this paperwork because it's like, it's just like a form that says, hey, Riley is taking this internship. He's gonna get credit, and then it
what
counts.
If they don't give me credit.
Then this will be all for nothing. But they always try. They again, like it's normally a class.
Shit.
Internship counts as a class.
Yeah. No.
It gives you
100%.
free
No, I know.
credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if I had to do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. How would they know if you were taking an internship?
I thought you did that.
What? No. Yeah. Just again. If you
Jay
have-
says it's a class and you have to register.
Yes. But again, like there's workarounds in the department. They can say you took it prior to whatever. It's not like you're gonna miss out on the credit. So again, email Thorne, sit down with him. I would imagine he has class tomorrow. He'll probably be in the area.
Okay.
Just sit down and be, hey, I took an internship down on TV. Like I got to fill out paperwork, and I want to stay on for another semester of internship credit.
All right.
Don't worry about it. It's gonna be
freaking out a
fine.
little bit
Are
now.
you really?
Yeah, I'm freaking
Why?
out.
No. Listen, I've done the paperwork for students before. It's totally fine, dude.
Okay. All right.
When I was
All right.
GA, I had student big. I took this semester a year ago, and I need credit for it now. And they just fill out the paperwork, put today's date, and that's it, dude. It'll be fine.
Actually, last question for Riley here on the way out.
Yes.
So I just got a notification. Cody Brown saying over 54.5 A-chain tonight. What do you think about that?
Love that. Love that. A-Chain's back. He's all the way back.
Because was it last week that he left with the injury, or was that the week
I think
before?
the week before.
So he didn't play last week, or no?
He played last week.
Did he do well, or?
Yeah, I think he scored a touchdown last week.
Okay. All right. So I mean, Cody Brown's been great. 4-1 for me yesterday. So he really knows what he's talking about. I hope Jay tailed a couple of his picks as well.
Jay's always tailing, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Loves that fresh tail.
Always loves a fresh tail. But once again, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in today, continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony Michael Renee and Jay. Costume, merch, downtimeview.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.